Welcome back everyone to the HaWkY Mirror Tournament, and in today's match we are looking at round 1, and the match is between the HaWkY expert HaWkY and our HaWkY artist Sergeant Muffin. Thanks to her, my thumbnails all look so awesome recently. So this is the artwork of Sergeant Muffin. Thank you very much, Sergeant Muffin. Okay, let's go into it on Plant Waste with the nuke mirror, which is always happening in the first match of the mirror tournament, hosted and sponsored by HaWkY. Okay, so let's see what both players are choosing as their strategy. We have 3 supplies on each starting position, and we have oil refinery here at each side and 2 oil rigs in the middle, for those who never saw this map before. It's one of NMC's maps, and NMC is really good in map making, so shout out to NMC for making awesome maps. And it looks like HaWkY is going for 3 dozers and 3 supplies in the early beginning. Wow! Never saw this before, with 3 dozers and 3 supply centers. Holy shit, that is some aggression here. And switch that. That is a barracks and not a 3rd supply center, but still very aggressive. So 2 barracks and 1 airfield it is here for our HaWkY expert HaWkY. For Sergeant Muffin we are looking at an airfield as well, and a helix coming out of that one, and we have 2 barracks as well. I see a lot of barracks popping up for the nuke players recently, 2 or 3 barracks at a time. Pretty crazy amount of barracks there. Okay, garrison that building instantly, which is a good choice here. Sergeant Muffin sitting on only 1 supply. That looks like an all-in here from Muffin. And HaWkY is playing it safe with now going for a 3rd supply and having his helix already up in the sky. There's the next supply, so it looks like a 4 supply building in the middle, which is very heavy on cash boost and echo boom. So there's the 2nd supply center now for Sergeant Muffin. Maybe she didn't know where the 2nd supply is, I don't know, but in the beginning it was only 1 supply. We can see that both helixes are meeting each other here at the top left corner, both trying to get hits on each other, but HaWkY's helix is out of range. Now they are meeting each other here above that building, and both helixes taking good hits there. Both are on yellow health points and both need to retreat and heal themselves up. War factory going up here for HaWkY. We have the 4th supply center up. We can see a bunker going up for HaWkY. Also a bunker here for Muffin as well. Bunker also went up here at the top, so middle is free for attacks, and the flanks are secured through bunkers. Okay, both helixes are now healing up, and we can see a propaganda center popping up for HaWkY. He obviously has enough money to pump out a lot of units, and I think we will see a double war factory overlord spam. Let's see if it's going to happen or not, but I think it's going to happen. And I believe HaWkY is also thinking about a 5th supply center by the looks of it. He is right now searching for it, and he sees that supply center is not taken, and he sends the dozer to the top. So I assumed right, and he is going for that 5th supply center. So very greedy here, but his opponent is not trying to stop him from that. So good attempt there. And smart choice as well. Both helixes met again, and they are deciding to not attack each other. Those are arriving now here to build up that supply center. Helix not going there, instead flying back to the base. We can now see Gatling tanks up and running, and the first overlord tanks coming out of that production facility. Helix now coming dangerously close to that dozer. Dozer is going to be picked off. There's a Gatling turret in production, but it's now being picked off here by the helix. Dozer is destroyed. Gatling turret not cancelled, and so the cash is lost, but this doesn't affect HaWkY very much because enough money. Lotus also capturing the buildings here. You can see the oil refinery now captured by HaWkY, and the command center now going up. We have 3 helixes up in the sky. The Gatling tanks are moving in. The helix tries to move in. The Gatling tanks focusing it down. And helix goes down, tanks are destroyed, and this looks bad for Muffin. We now see a dragon tank. Oil derricks still not touched by each player, so neither of them want to grab that, and it looks like Muffin wants to burn these oil derricks down. This will of course increase the price of the oil for your car, and that is not good. So Lotus coming in here, and that thing is gone. She is maybe capturing that oil derrick in time. Let's see, and Dragon Tank being stopped there. Oh, Black Lotus almost getting blown up there. But surviving. Oil derrick is now under the control of HaWkY, and this gives HaWkY even more money. Okay, 3,000 cash for HaWkY, and Muffin now under big pressure. We have 1 factory, 2 barracks, 1 airfield, and propaganda center up as well for Sergeant Muffin. Let's see if the first overlord is coming out any second. Tanks of HaWkY now moving in. Meanwhile, in the base we can see Mix coming up, and we have a nuclear missile silo. So HaWkY is obviously toying with his opponent, trolling him with that nuke missile silo and with a nuke mix. I think only Ancient Machine would be very happy about these nuke mix right now. 3 more helixes coming in. And we have Mix as well for Sergeant Muffin, but these are not going to do anything except for destroying some listening outposts which are not on the battlefield. There are the nuke mix. The tanks are flying through the sky, and this is bad news for Sergeant Muffin. Okay, airfield now under attack. The MiG is being destroyed. The dozer is being destroyed. Only 1 dozer left. No command center up for Sergeant Muffin, and this looks like a pretty big GG there for the players here. Okay, I think Muffin now writing the GG. GG it is. Sergeant Muffin has been defeated, and HaWkY takes the first point in the first match of the best of 3 series. Okay, since the first game needs to be a nuke mirror, let's see what the next matchup is going to be. The second match is taking place on Blasted Lands, and we can see a toxin mirror between both players. And let's go into it. So for those who who never saw Blasted Lands before, we have 3 oil derricks here on the map, 1 in the middle and 1 on each side of each player's base. And we have 2 supplies in the base and a few supply piles in the middle to grab as well. This map is also by NMC, and yeah, another awesome map by NMC. We have some weird texture problems here on that map. This is something which always catches my eye and really hurts in my eye, I have to be honest. But it's really difficult to play around with multiple textures, and this is a multiple texture map, so this can of course happen, but it doesn't look that beautiful if once you know that it's there. Okay, so HaWkY is the first person here in the middle with a worker, but Muffin still has the opportunity to build a demo trap under that worker to blow himself up. And we can see that both players also going here for the supply piles, building up toxin tunnels there. On the right side, the same thing is happening as well. We can see no demo trap here beneath that worker, but the terrorist for HaWkY, and the terrorist is going to throw himself into that worker, but he's not going to have a success because that tunnel is finishing at time, and the tunnel will spray the terrorist, and the terrorist will die a horrible toxin death. There we have it, terrorist die. Okay, all the tunnels are now up and ready. I think we can now see a few supply stashes going up in the next few seconds. Technical coming in, maybe dropping some terrorists, but no! Only killing 2 RPGs and getting destroyed there. Now the toxin tunnels shooting at each other. This is so pointless, this is so stupid, and remember to never cross the streams. Something we learned from Ghostbusters. Never cross the stream. Okay, more tunnels going up, and in the base we can see a second arm stealer going up for HaWkY, but a fake one, but I think he will upgrade it to a real one any second now. We also see that HaWkY is going for that rebel and the capturing. Nice tactical aggression here by Sergeant Muffin, killing a few workers, getting through there. So that was worth it to kill these workers. This is so pointless here. In Muffin space, we can see another technical in preparation, and no supply stashes here, surprisingly, even though HaWkY has the control over the supply piles. 3 more technicals here by Sergeant Muffin on the left. Now coming in, but HaWkY clearly knows what's coming to him. The fake one is now a real one, and these workers under attack. HaWkY doesn't even care about this supply stash, not building a single tunnel there. I'm not sure what's going through his mind there, not building a tunnel there, but it happened. So yeah, that's unfortunate for these workers. Okay, the supply stash is obviously going down. The Scorpion tanks now have Scorpion rockets, and these technicals need to be very careful because these Scorpions do a serious amount of damage, and HaWkY is sending them in one by one to do massive damage with these Scorpion rockets, and all the troops are dead, only losing 2 Scorpion tanks in that fight. We can now see that HaWkY has his 3rd supply stash up and running there on the left, but wait, it's only a 2nd supply because that one was destroyed, because no tunnel. Yeah, shoot that blue guy, why not? Okay, we now have a rebel here in this pointless fight. Rebel is being being killed by his own units, so pointless fight gets even more pointless, but tunnel is now gone and has been destroyed. HaWkY can now proceed to take that supply zone as well. Build a few supply stashes here. 2 would be the best amount of supply stashes here. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. And we can now see a fight for that supply stash here on the left. Muffin is trying to get this, but there's a garrison and a tunnel there in the back as well. And we know that HaWkY has a lot of Scorpion tanks, so Muffin needs to be very careful here. Also, that Scorpion almost destroyed. You don't want to lose that one. HaWkY now tries to get through the middle. He has 4 Scorpions there, and it looks like they are going to manage to get through. There we go. Muffin as well, sitting on 2 arm stealers. No Oilderek yet, and no 3rd supply stash. So Muffin has problems affording these 2 arm stealers because she doesn't have enough cash to afford that. HaWkY on the other side has enough cash, and I think could even add another arm stealer to the mix, or a palace. We now see a massive amount of Scorpion tanks arriving in the base of Sergeant Muffin. Muffin only has a few Scorpions, so that is going to be a big trouble here for Sergeant Muffin, and I think she is going to be losing this match now after this attack. Garrison here at the bridge, and no worker to build a forwarded proxy tunnel, but I think we'll see that any second now. And I believe Muffin is now typing in the GG, or maybe she is trying to rebuild her base there, but it doesn't look like it. So I think Sergeant Muffin is now surrendering, and we can see that HaWkY is winning this best of 3 and is proceeding to round 2. Aw, sad to see. Really would have loved to see Sergeant Muffin proceeding to round 2, because her art is really amazing and really helps my channel a lot, also helps game replays a lot. Her art is just amazing, and seeing her getting bashed in the first round, not very good to watch. But it is like it is. HaWkY is proceeding to the next round, and yeah, Muffin building up another arm cylinder, trying to stay into that game. That is the last building. Last 2 buildings here. Once they are gone, Muffin is going to lose that match. Can see a command center going up, and more scorpions on the way. Just more scorpions, 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 scorpions. A lot of scorpions here. Supply stage gone, and that's the last building. Okay, no fight happening here, so both players are just now focusing on this position. Last tunnel has been destroyed here, last scorpion coming out of the production, and yeah, like I said, GG, well played. And that's it. Muffin has been defeated.
You are victorious.
And this was the match series between Sergeant Muffin and HaWkY. On this point, I would like to thank again HaWkY for sponsoring this event for $50 and hosting it as well. So big thanks to him for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this match, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.